Don't blink. I had a pimple. It's your boy Yink. Welcome to the Welcome to the show. You guys are doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 7 July 2025. This is a big video. There's going to be a lot of information. So, most of the video that I do, you can actually skip. This one, you cannot skip. Well, you can do whatever the fuck you want, but if there's one that you don't, you're not going to skip, is this one. So, I want to say I want to apologize because yesterday and today we just been posting some old content. Now, technically speaking, this is gonna happen. We're gonna have some old content, right? It's just the way it is. And the reality is, why are we posting old content? Well, because I cut my hair yesterday, and the whole thing is for my mom. But then it's kind of complex because for my mom and my dad, but my dad cut my hair, and I'm telling you, when he cut my hair, he was like a child. He was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe I'm gonna cut your hair." He wanted to take a picture before and after. So it's kind of cool. And then what exactly happened is I couldn't give him the surprise, but at the same time, my father likes to get involved, so it was a surprise for him that to get involved. And at the same time, I was like, "Hey," he said, "Want to come over for breakfast?" I said, "Yeah." Take off the razor, and I told him I want to cut my mustache. Right? He said, "Okay, no problem." Then I come in and said, "Hey, can I cut my hair?" The mouth, like that. The reality is, I also did it for my mom. My mom has been a rock solid help. We've been. My mom still works, and I feel like I'm kind of responsible for her still working because she wants the best for me. She wants to sacrifice her life for me. You know, I want to do something nice for her. She'll be asking for a while to get an haircut. Now, reason why I'm posting old content is because of that. I want to keep it a surprise. Now, ultimately speaking, there's more than that because it's bigger than that. So Janice, my best friend, also likes my hair shorter. And again, because he has opinion, he's like, "Yo, I'm just saying like that, but it looks really good when you have your haircut." So yesterday, that fucking guy came in and said, "Hey, happy friend anniversary." And I cut my hair yesterday. I wasn't planning for a friend anniversary, but at the same time, I was like, "Oh my god, this is so cool." But then at the same time, I cannot show him. My mom might watch the videos. Janice will watch the videos. So we'll see, right? We'll see. So I was like, okay, well, this is going to be a surprise with two of them, right? So this is why we're posting older content. Because we kind of keep it a surprise. Now, technically speaking, this kind of gives you an idea or kind of gives you a new concept. Once a year, I can go with retro something retro Friday, retro Thursday. The reason as to why, and the reason as to why it's cool. Sorry, we're playing the tower, so that's why you're hearing that fucking noise. Um, I have a lot of old content, but to be honest, I such an odd thing, such a weird thing. I just said, you hear me? We have so much old content this morning. I was like, okay, well, I'm done uploading because my Wi-Fi was good and I slept really well. Um, so we uploaded a lot. I was like, okay, I want to upload something, right? And the craziest thing today that happened was like, I know I'm gonna film content. So, for example, what I like to do, I like to have content upload at night. So I'll upload all the gaming content, and in the morning I'll upload the nature corn or some video that we did the the day before. Now I knew that the content I was gonna film today, I wasn't gonna be able to upload it today. I'm gonna be uploading it tomorrow after I see my mom because I'm gonna see my mom tomorrow. I was supposed to see her today, but even though I called in like a day off, like, no, you have to come in. I'm like, okay, well, and I'm an agency worker, so I don't really have a chance. So I said that we have a lot of content. I transfer old content that I left on my on this phone. We uploaded 37 videos from old school content, and the 37 videos were 30 gig of the content. Just to let you know, the videos we have here, the videos we have on the phone, are 119 gigs of content. So 30 was almost a 1/4 of it. Yeah, almost a 1/4 of it. Because 30, 60, 90, 120. So I have less content than expected. but I still have some content. Um, that being said, I just wanted to do it like as a nice surprise because I care about you guys. Now, for the good news, gonna be an announcement also in this video. The 9th of July, I'm gonna restart trying to lose weight. We bought a lot of junk food right now. Because I'm gonna see my mom, so I was like, okay. The reason for that is, listen, I was about to do a video yesterday, so I'm gonna repeat myself, but I feel like this is kind of important here. Because, and that's the craziest thing. The situation changed, but didn't change. So for me, and I mentioned it before, the way I look doesn't really matter. I'm gonna have here, the rest it doesn't matter. I'm not on dating websites, sadly. But if I was on dating website, I don't know if I would be successful or not. But my look has never been such an important thing. Then yesterday I said, okay, well, people care about how I look because they're watching the videos, but it's not gonna be such a difference, right? People are not gonna be like, oh my god, you're such a different person with short hair or long hair. Because personally, I don't think a person is different with longer or shorter hair. There'll be people that are like, oh dude, why did you cut your hair? You look so good with long hair. Or why did you let your hair grow? You look better with short hair. That's a personal belief. And it's for people like there's a whole science behind it. So if you have a very long face, you can have like longer hair because it'll be symmetrical. So that's not important. So yesterday I come in and I'm in a video about that also, and it was just a huge thank you to you guys because you guys came in and people were like, yo, you look so good with your haircut. You look so fucking good, and it's gonna be a long video, so trust me, there's gonna be a complex but emotional video. So people in the live yesterday was like, oh my god, you look so good with the shorter hair. And I got a couple of compliments. Now, I got a lot of compliments for a small content creator. I had a lot of compliments, which is super nice. But again, it was this kind of online, it's different. But I gotta say, this is the craziest part. I told you guys about my janitor and how much we had problem. He fucking today, this I swear to God, my janitor is a good guy. I'm not saying that's a bad guy. He's a good guy, but he's a very left or right. I like you, I don't like you. I was on the list of people he didn't like. And I've been in this building for 12 years. And I've been in this building for 12 years. And today gave me the first compliment. He saw me, I didn't even recognize you. Say, you look way better, you look younger, you look healthy. I'm like, okay, wow, thank you. My neighbor, this neighbor. So it's kind of like a super cool thing. Honestly, I kind of like that. They don't use the back on it. They're old. Fuck it. That was what I was trying to say. They're both kind of older people, an older gentleman and an older woman, little lady or whatever. And the girl, she's a bit more social. The guy, poor guy, he's in a lot of pain. I don't know what he has, but he's in a lot of pain. There's some video that you can hear him scream of pain. Not screaming because he wants to scream, he's screaming in pain, in agony, She's nicer. So she'll come. She'll just open the window to change because we live on the 4th floor. So the night is really cold. There's no the heat from down. So what I mean by the heat of down is, for example, the two buildings here are trees, right? They will block the wind. In olden days, like we're talking about the 14th, 15th, 16th century, the people, what they would do is they would make sure that their village was next to a river or next to mountains. So mountains will protect you from the winds and river will give you food, So if you get both, that was insane. And even in a game called Civilization, you do the same thing. It's like, oh my god, you cut your hair. And then it was kind of, it was really nice. It was really freaking nice. It was really freaking nice. I don't know, because the people I've met, they're super kind, and it kind of bugged me. They didn't bug me. I bugged myself because I was like, you spend hours and months and years saying you don't need compliments and you're okay with the way you look, but then you get compliments and you're like, okay, well, this is really nice. I could get I could get used to this, and it was really, really fucking nice. So then, because of the compliment that I'm getting, I'm a bit afraid that we're gonna get like, oh my god, if I don't get compliments, did I do something wrong? Did something change? What's going on? Which is not a good behavior, to be completely honest. But at the same time, it kind of motivates me to do some weight loss. So the 9th of July, we're starting a weight loss journey. Now, why the 9th of July? I start making content the 9th of May. So if I can get the 9th of something, it would be even better, It would be even better. Got some flies on my legs on this cab. This is crazy. It would be really better. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be making it this one because, again, with the work. But we're trying. I'm going to try. So why did I bought some junk food? Because I want this time to be the one time. I want this one time to be the one time. Now, why? I spent months saying I like my hair. So why did I cut it? And again, I talk about the reason it's my parents, but I don't talk about why. Lately it's been a bit harder. So yes, we're working, but at the same time, my job is a temporary job. So it's not a temporary job. I'm a temporary worker. So it's a bit hard, and there's no stability, right? So I go from a worker to no worker to a worker with no stability, and they've been around, and it's kind of cool because I was good. I didn't need help. I started needing help when we had the bill for 20,000, and I was like, okay, well, I'm in a really bad position. I don't have the cash to pay that, and then it got cancelled, thank God. But then they started asking questions about my finance. How much do you have? How much do you really have? And discussion of money is a bit taboo. But they were just like, hey, this is not okay. And I, as a kid, as a young adult, as a teen, I didn't allow them in my life as much as they wanted to. I was like, no, this is my life. I need to be free, right? But I didn't really accept their help. Whenever they were trying to help, I'm like, no. Even nowadays, when my mom tried to help, I'm like, no, mom, don't. And it hurts her, so, so because of that, we started to let him, because of the horrible situation, I let him in a little bit, try to help. And it's funny because I'm not asking for help. They decide to help, And I was like, holy shit, they have been trying to help for years, right? And I can say thank you for the help, which I do. But at the same time, when I say thank you, I feel guilty because I didn't allow them to help me. So we sacrificed something, right, to make them happy. And also the sacrifice was kind of important. I kept the air for two reasons. The first reason was because I liked it. The second reason because of music, right? Now, with the music, when I was making content, I didn't need it. So it's manageable. It's not great, but it's not bad. With the air, I didn't know your reaction. I didn't know that you guys are gonna be so happy. I couldn't say, for example, I don't know. But I couldn't tell you. I knew some people were gonna be happy, but most of you guys, I don't really know on that level. And it was kind of like a gamble, because again, just like we just said, this is insane because this is the exact same thing. You go from a non-job to a temporary job. You go from something that people kind of likes to something that they might not like. Something that was stable, long hair, versus something that's not stable. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, well, wait a second, it's gonna grow up, right? And my parents have been asking me for years now, 2 years, other 4 years. You need to focus on something else on the content. And I wanted to do something nice for them. But there's only so little that there's only so little I can do. My parents are old, guys. My parents are old. They have accomplished everything in life. You know? They both have a home. They both have a job. They're both near. My father's retired. My mom, she could say tomorrow, I'm retiring. She could. There's not a lot I can give them. I can give them a stable job, but it's hard to find. I could give them I could give them stopping making content, but then again, I would lie to myself, and I would hate myself for that, you know. And then I could also, and it's crazy because I was talking about this in a video that I made for my boy Janice yesterday because it was our friend anniversary, and it was about little thing matters, right? And I wanted to do something, and I'm a guy that's impulsive. When I like you, when I want to do something for you, I want to do it now. And then they asked me to cut my hair, so I was like, you know what, cut the hair. And they were happy. And then the reaction was positive from everyone. And that's why, like, we kind of want to push, right? It feels very selfish. I don't care how she sees me. I don't care how the gender sees me. I start caring when it's positive. It's a bit disingenuous. Because if it wasn't positive, would I care? No. And I feel like a lot of us are like that. A lot of us are gonna say, hey, I don't care about what you think of me. You don't like me, you don't like me. But then if you like me, hey, thank you so much, you know? This is a bit of a second discourse, right? But yeah, you guys have been super supportive, and day in, day out, it's like the amount of love I'm getting. And, you know, I'm gonna be kissing ass right now. I'm gonna be kissing ass. I'm afraid that they're gonna fall over, that's why I put it. I'm gonna be kissing ass right now, but you guys have done so much for me. My way of saying thank you was to be nice, to be kind, make a lot of content, right? But then, if you guys reverse something, I want to do it for you guys. It's a small sacrifices, but there's a lot of people happy, you know? That's pretty much it. And then I'm losing, something so small really makes people happy, so maybe losing weight. And I'll be honest, losing weight in the first place was for content. It was a good way to to make content, and it was possibly the biggest content I will ever do, right? And then it became about health. Well, I'm not healthy, so let's do it. And right now it's about you guys, making you guys happy, you know? It's different. It's different. For some reason, when you start to do something positive, you want to do something positive again. I'm going to continue on that roll. And right now we're in a good roll, so let's keep it. Feel like a fucking addict at the casino. No, the table is hot. We're on a roll, you know? I'm just thankful. People caring enough to be like, yo, I'm really happy for you. You know? I'm blessed. And then it's funny because people say, "No, bro, you deserve it. You're a nice guy." Yeah, but I would have been a nice guy if people were assholes. You know. I'm not nice because you guys are nice. Not because that's the right thing to do. The fact that you guys are behind me and super supportive means a lot. It means a lot. It means a lot. You know. It's good to make people happy. It's good to be nice to people. It's not always easy. It's not always easy to be nice to people. Like, for example, yesterday I had a drama. A girl that was nice to who blocked me because I didn't support her in her life. And then even then, and that was not 2 years ago. That was not 5 years ago. That was yesterday. And I was like, oh, fuck you. I was so nice to you. I've done nothing wrong. But they feel entitled to do so. Right? And if you were part of a person's life, temporary, but you were still nice to them and you still help them out, one way or the others, it doesn't really matter to what extent. It don't matter that you were there. The rest is history, you know? Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.